They look amazing. Good morning. We have a busy day ahead of us because we are going to be making 3 high-protein pumpkin treats or snacks. If you love all things pumpkin and all things fall, but you're like, I don't want to always be eating just a bunch of sugary pumpkin treats, well, these will be perfect for you because we are going to have protein pumpkin balls, protein bars, and a protein pumpkin chocolate brownie. Protein chocolate pumpkin brownie. They're all so delicious and I can't wait to share them with you, so let's get started. And we need our oven to be at 350, so I'm gonna go ahead and preheat that. One really great thing about this recipe is that you can mix it all together in one dish and then put it in your pan and bake it. So you only really need to dirty like 2 dishes, a bowl and a pan. So first, we are going to do 1 cup of rolled oats, 3/4 cup of protein powder, salt, baking soda, and baking powder, cinnamon and pumpkin pie spice. And then we've got our pumpkin puree, of course. I'm gonna get a spatula. So this is 1 cup of pumpkin puree, and it is different than pumpkin pie filling. Pumpkin pie filling usually has more ingredients in it, and it's a lot thicker, so you just wanna do regular pumpkin puree. Then we have a 1/4 cup of maple syrup and a 1/4 cup of chocolate chips. And then I'm gonna keep a few to sprinkle over top. And that's it. So we need to mix it together now. Oh, actually, I need milk. I need a half cup of milk. And I'm using whole milk. You can also use like almond milk or a non-dairy milk if you prefer. And then we're gonna mix this up. Now that that's all really well incorporated, we just gotta put it in our 8x8 baking dish. So I've got my baking dish and I'm gonna line it with parchment paper. All right, scoot this over. All right, let's pour in our mixture. And these could be a fun snack item or breakfast item. Since you've got oatmeal in here and some protein powder, they could be like a breakfast granola bar. We'll add this to our oven and we'll let that bake for 20 minutes. Actually, I forgot. I was gonna sprinkle some more chocolate chips on top. A few of these over the top and then we'll add it to the oven. While we wait for the pumpkin bars to get out of the oven, I am going to do a little bit of cleanup and then we will move on to the pumpkin brownies. So I thought we were gonna have time to make the pumpkin brownies before getting these out of the oven, but the timer just went off. So we're gonna check these first and then we'll make the brownies. They look delicious. These smell seriously so good. That pumpkin and cinnamon just smell amazing. We are gonna check these. I'm gonna use a toothpick just to double check. Oh yeah, that looks really good. That is coming out clear and nice, so I say they are done. And they look delicious. Quickly before we do our brownies, the oven only needs to be at 325, so I am gonna lower the heat a little bit there first before we mix these up. So these are pumpkin protein brownies. They're gonna be so good. They have chocolate protein powder in them, Hershey's or whatever brand cocoa powder you wanna use, but I like Hershey's. Peanut butter, vanilla, pumpkin puree, gonna be so good. So let's get to mixing these. Start with our pumpkin puree. We've got a 1 1/4 cups of the pumpkin puree. Need maple syrup, 1/2 cup maple syrup. So that is our sweetener for these. I did 5 tablespoons of protein powder, chocolate protein powder. And I really like the vegan protein powders. For some reason, the whey-based protein powders like upset my stomach, and they're just never good for me. So I really love the Orgain brand. That's a vegan protein powder. They have vanilla, they have chocolate. It's not chalky. It mixes really well if you're doing like a protein shake. Mixes great with water or milk. So I love those. And then we have 2/3 cup of peanut butter, all natural peanut butter with no added extra sugars or molasses or anything like that. And then we've got, again, cinnamon, nutmeg, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're doing 1/3 cup of cocoa powder. And this can, like, it's so fine that it can just go everywhere, like a cloud of it. Cocoa powder, and finally 1 teaspoon of vanilla. There we go, and now we mix. So again, super easy, just mix it all in one bowl and you can stir it all together. These are looking so good. I cannot wait to try these. I mean, I've had them before, but I'm excited to have them again. And the fudginess, like I can just smell the chocolate. Oh, I'm so excited. And then this one again, we are going to bake in an 8x8 dish. So I'm gonna get my 8x8 dish out. I have 2 of these same pans that I used for the other one because I just use them all the time, that I'm like, I need 2 of these because they're so handy. So again, we're gonna line this with parchment paper and we pour. And in the oven, these brownies go for 25 minutes. Okay, y'all, I am seriously so excited to try these. Oh yeah, it looks so good. Look at that inside. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, let's give this a taste. That is so good. It's definitely not a like crunchy granola bar. It's more of like a soft, gooey type granola bar, but healthy because it's high in protein. Yeah. Oh, that's so good. Ah, the inside just looks so amazing. Real quick, I just wanted to mention this new cleaning towel that I recently discovered. This is not sponsored, but I love it so much that I want to share it with all of you guys. Oops, had it upside down. So it's 100% cotton, and it's supposed to like replace all of your paper towels that you use constantly. I don't know about you, but I use paper towels all the time, and I always feel terrible about it, but I didn't like using a rag because it smells. Well, I found this, or it's 100% cotton. You can wash it in your washing machine and then just air dry it, like lay it out and air dry it, and you can reuse it. And I've had this for probably 2 or 3 months now. I've washed it in the washing machine twice, and it still is in amazing condition. I can't remember what the name of it is. I'll look it up and then put it in the description below. But these are awesome. Like, they're seriously gonna be a game changer for the paper towel industry. You just like, get it wet, wipe down your counters, and then lay it out and it dries and it doesn't smell like a washcloth does. Again, not sponsored. I just love this thing and I want you guys to learn about it. But yeah, so that's what it is. All right, back to baking. Okay, let's check on our brownies. Oh, they're looking nice and firm. Oh yeah. Again, we are going to check these with the toothpick method, my favorite way to check and see if something is done. Oh yeah. And these are supposed to be like a fudgy brownie, so after they cool a little bit, I am gonna put them in the fridge just for a few hours for them to set more, because they are supposed to be fudgy and like more gooey. So it's looking really good. I think I might put it in for a couple more minutes and then I'll throw it in the fridge, just to get that to firm up a little bit more than it is. But it looks really good, so we're on the right track. All right, these were in the oven for 2.5, 3 more minutes, and I'm gonna call them good. The edges are starting to look like they're kind of breaking away, so we are good. We're gonna set the brownies on the cooling rack just so they can cool a little bit quicker than in the warm pan, and then I'll transfer it to the fridge for a couple hours before we try them. Okay, and for our final pumpkin protein recipe, we are making pumpkin protein energy balls. So these are gonna be super good. I'm using almond butter, rolled oats, honey, lots of good stuff. So first up, we have our rolled oats, 1 1/4 cup rolled oats, our protein powder. We've got chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of chia seeds. And those are really good, high in fiber. So if you make like overnight oats, protein balls, regular oatmeal, it's really good to add chia seeds to get some extra fiber in your day. Then we've got cinnamon, our pumpkin puree, 1/2 cup of pumpkin puree, our almond butter. You could also use regular peanut butter. And then lastly, 1/4 cup of honey. And one great thing about protein balls is that you can really kind of make them your own. If you want to have slivered almonds in there, you could add those in. You could add chocolate chips. You could do coconut, flaky coconut. Really, there's lots of different ways that you can make these. And then if you do add like extra liquids or extra dry ingredients, you just want to test the consistency of your batter. If you mix it up and it's still really, really wet, add some more protein powder, add some more oats. It's pretty forgiving that way. All right, we've got these at a great consistency. They are looking good. I think the amount of wet and dry ingredients in here is gonna be perfect. I'll get our cookie scoop out because it is so much easier doing protein balls using a cookie scoop versus just trying to do it with your hands and like rolling them together or using spoons. This is a lifesaver. And we'll be putting them on a cookie sheet when we form them into balls, and then we'll put the cookie sheet with the protein balls in the freezer to stiffen up, and then we'll transfer them from the freezer to a container and store them in the fridge. And since we're not baking these, you don't need to worry about like, oh, they need to be, 2 inches apart from each other, because they're not gonna rise, they're not gonna get any bigger. So you can just stuff them all on this cookie sheet. And there we have it. We have about 19 of these protein balls, and I'm gonna throw these in the freezer. Not literally throw them, I'm gonna set them in the freezer, but I'm also gonna put these brownies in the fridge, and then we will come back in a couple hours and we'll taste the brownies and the pumpkin balls. We've got our pumpkin protein balls out of the freezer and they look amazing. So we are gonna package these up, and I'll actually give one a try. These are really good too. Now I don't usually use a lot of almond butter, but we had it, so that's why I used it here. And you can definitely taste that it's different than regular peanut butter, but I don't mind the flavor. I really like almonds, so they turned out really good. Great protein snack for your afternoon. If you always like to have a little snack before dinner, these would be a great option. And like I said earlier, they have so many good stuff in them. They've got that peanut butter, they got the chia seeds, all the great things. And you could use these as an easy on-the-go snack too if you have kids. You can meal prep these ahead of time, just keep them cold, otherwise they get kind of mushy if like you set them out on the counter, they're just gonna like mush together. But I always love to keep them in the freezer or in the fridge, and then we can take them as we go, as you know, if you pack a lunch to work in an office. They're just an all around great snack. All right, and last we've got our pumpkin brownies. So I am gonna put a little bit of drizzle of peanut butter over the top and a couple chocolate chips. So we're gonna finish this up and then we'll try it. These look so good. I'm so excited to bite into one. And the peanut butter on top, you don't have to do that. That's just for fun, but I think it makes it look really cool, and then it's gonna add a little extra flavor. Wow, those are good. Definitely gooey, but not like underbaked. They're just a nice gooey chocolate middle. And I would highly recommend storing them in the fridge, because the coldness of the brownie, it kind of like makes it feel like you're eating like a fudge-sicle or like fudge ice cream. I don't know, it's really good. Which, speaking of it's really good, you guys can definitely try these and make them at home. All the recipes are linked in the description below. Step by step, what ingredients you need, how to make it just like I did today. Give those a try and let me know what you think. Make sure to comment below your thoughts, and I hope you guys love these. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all the things. Also, check out this video linked right here with 3 different dessert recipes that you can make with pumpkin puree. They're all amazing, and I will see you again next time. Thanks, y'all.